Hey everyone, and thanks for logging on to WMAR2news.com. Meteorologist Mike Taylor with an outlook on your 7-day forecast. And we have a lot going on in the 7-day, from ups and downs with the temperatures. The warm stuff is going to come back, the muggy meter begins to climb, and even tracking the tropical system going into next week. So we'll break down all of the scenarios for you. First things first, the heat will return. For your weekend, it'll be a shock to the system. Highs will struggle just to get out of the 60s for both Saturday as well as Sunday. But then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday into next week, a ridge will build once again. That'll pump the heat back, so those mid to upper 80s return. The muggy meter climbs. That'll put the real feel numbers in those mid to low 90s going into next week. And also, if you notice the swirl there feature, I'll even go ahead and put the arrow there for you. That's what the models are starting to pick up. That's Florence, where she'll be or potentially be by this time next week. And that's going to be the tail-end concern of the 7-day forecast. The other concern is the amount of rain. Well, we've been seeing a lot of rain. We're setting a record at this point, or we're trending to set a record for a pretty rainy month. I'm sure we're going to finish off somewhere in the top 10, if not top 5 at this rate. Going to have to run the numbers over the weekend, but we'll get another round of rain as we go into your weekend for Saturday and especially on Sunday. Some tropical leftovers will push in. That's what's left of Tropical Storm Gordon. Now that system will push off towards the north and east. The overall synoptic pattern, I don't want to get into the model interpretation where every single model run you're basing your forecast off of, but what I will say is what I've looked at from just the overall setup and pattern. I am concerned for the coast as far as Florence. It could easily be a close-to-coast storm, as I like to say, at the least, but it's something that all the states on the coast will have to watch, at least from New York down through the Carolinas, and that's because it is coming this way. We're not just too sure how it's going to interact with the blocking pattern on top of it, so we'll follow that. In the meantime, on the 7-day, next Thursday and Friday, simply put, I'm just going to say tracking Florence. And that's what we'll be doing along with the rest of the states along the East Coast. But in the meantime, however, if you're not a fan of the heat, enjoy the next couple of days. Temps are going to be in the 70s and the 60s for Saturday and Sunday. Monday, the heat returns like I was mentioning, even flirting with 90 by Tuesday. And then after that, we'll switch gears pretty quickly as we'll be following the latest track of Florence, which is currently a tropical storm, but by tomorrow and the weekend, she could ramp up back to her hurricane status. And thanks for joining us here at WMAR2news.com to get your 7-day forecast information. Next planned update for the 7-day will be Saturday afternoon.